everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. Today is Monday, April 5th, and because it's a Monday, that means it's time for What Sold on eBay. Just like every week, guys, we're going to go on a little walk through our Instagram photos first to show you our shipping photos from the week to give you an idea of the volume we're shipping out each day. And then we'll go over to eBay where I have selected out some highlights of our sales from the week, some bread and butter brands and items that do really well for us, as well as some exciting sales and bolos to be on the lookout for when you're outsourcing. And as always, I've pulled out all of the plush that sold from the week to look at because they're my favorite. And I try to keep this channel plush centric for you guys. All right, so this is today's photo you guys are looking at. So this is the shipping from Easter weekend, the weekend that just went past. We expected it to be a pretty slow weekend because of the holiday, but we were pleasantly surprised. We actually had 32 sales, but we had one cancellation on Poshmark and one cancellation on eBay. So we ended up with 30 packages total going out, 27 eBay sales, and 3 Poshmark. That's a great weekend. We'll take it. Last Monday, we had 36 packages, 33 eBay sales, 2 Poshmark, and 1 Macari. An even better weekend, but this is a really good weekend for Easter weekend. Again, we were pleasantly surprised. So sales are still doing pretty good. Let's look at last week. I have last week all in one Instagram post this week. So we'll just go through it, scrolling to the right. So last week's shipping piles in order from left to right. Tuesday, we had 10 packages. 7 of those were eBay, 3 were Posh. Wednesday, we had 6, 5 eBay, and 1 Posh. Thursday, we had 11, 10 were eBay, and 1 were Poshmark. And Hannah's just kind of sitting there. She doesn't have anything, does she? She's just kind of off to the side there. And then Friday, we had 10, 9 eBay, and 1 Posh. So the exciting thing about this past week is, one, we've been doing pretty good at hitting our average sell-through rate of 0.5%. For us, that's really good. Historically, 0.5% is where Keith and I have sat at during good times. It's where we like to be at. 0.5% is a really good sell-through rate or a good goal to aim for if you are a used clothing seller. Even a little bit slower than that if you have a lot of plush, because plush is slower, a little bit more long tail. A 0.5% daily sell-through rate is good for used clothing. So if you have around 2,000 listings, you're going to sell around 10 a day. 1,000 listings, 5 a day. If you have 500, like 2.5 a day, so on and so forth. Typically in the past, Keith and I have stuck at that. We've always had one slow day a week, whether it was Tuesday or Wednesday. It was always one of those days. And it looks like we're back to that. COVID and 2020 were kind of a weird thing that threw a wrench in that. We had good weeks, we had bad weeks, we had ups and downs. And that's pretty much normal for online sales and e-commerce. It is a roller coaster. You are going to have lean times. You're going to have good times. It is up and down. Like I said, most sellers who do really well always see one day at least of a week where things are slow. But historically, we always had like good times with 1 or maybe 2 slow days a week, with the expected times of the year, like summer slowdown and stuff like that, as long as we were keeping active and doing all of the best business practices and listing every single day and keeping things active. And then once COVID hit, it was like anything that was historically proven to be true just kind of was out the window. So it's just kind of cool to see the way things used to be for a little while. I don't know if we're heading back into a state of normalcy or not, but maybe we are. I don't know. Maybe our hard work is paying off finally, but we're hitting our normal numbers more often, more regularly than we have in a long time. So it's pretty cool. All right, let's go over to eBay. We're going to start with the Plush. And this guy is a Gans Webkins. Gans, like I've told you guys before, is hit or miss. I've had Gans without the code sell for over $20, and I've had Gans with codes sell for $10. I don't know if the code really adds value or not. I think it all depends on the animal and how sought after or obscure it is. I'm sure that in some instances the code can make it more valuable, but it is super important that you say whether or not it has the code, and I put it in several different places because we know buyers don't read. So I put it in the title in all caps. I put it right here in this condition. And under, if you put these in the right category, they go under Webkins and Littlekins up here. You'll have a drop down in item specifics where you can put no code. And then I again put it one more time down here in this item description. So it's in 4 places. If it had the code, I would put code. In the drop-down menu, it would say code, and it would say code. I put it in no less than 4 places. This rainbow hedgehog sold for $13.12, and I found her at the Goodwill for 50 cents. She shipped first class. Next up, we have a Pokemon Pikachu Psyduck from the movie Pokemon Detective. This is just a 3.5-inch small plush head with the backpack clip. So it's got the little plastic clip on the back. This came out of a mystery lot that I purchased and opened with Robert live. We each had purchased 2 boxes blind mystery lots and opened 1 box apiece on my channel and 1 box apiece on Robert's channel. And if I remember correctly, average cost was like $1 and some change all in on the plush in those boxes. This sold for $15.93 and shipped first class. What I did was wrap it in a piece of bubble wrap and then a piece of tissue paper and then sent it in a poly bag. I did put the bubble wrap around it just so the clip didn't break or get damaged in shipping. Next up, we have a Rust Harvest Moon teddy bear. This came out of one of my wholesale lots. Cost was about 50 cents. Rust is a good brand. This bear sold for $14.06. Some Rust can go for a lot more money than that. Just depends on the animal, the size, the year, if it's vintage. This particular one had Harvest Moon printed right on its tag right there. So I used that as part of my keywords as the Harvest Moon teddy bear. He's only 10 inches. He's not very large. And he shipped first class. Next up, we have a Dragon Ball Z Shinron 4-inch keychain. So this is from Loot Crate. The thing about things from Loot Crate. I did find this at Goodwill, so I only paid 50 cents for it. But a lot of the Loot Crate exclusive stuff doesn't go for a lot of money. We've had t-shirts that came out of the Loot Crates and plush. They just tend to never go for very much. So this guy also had a little clip, just like the Pokemon guy. He sold for $9.37. I did wrap him in a small piece of bubble wrap as well, just to protect his clip. Next up, we have a Thai Beanie Boo. This is Spotty the leopard. He has gold glitter eyes. These Beanie Boos I tend to do really well with. They are also hit or miss. I've had some that have gone for over $30 and some that went for $8 or $9. It just depends on the particular character or the animal and the size, of course. This one cost me 50 cents. And he sold for $14.99, and he shipped first class. You guys may remember when I pulled out this particular dog, Tracker, from a recent wholesale lot. His cost of goods was around 50 cents. I was really excited to get him because a lot of the Paw Patrols I get are Chase, the police dog, and Marshall, the fire dog, which I do well with. Chase and Marshall sell all day long. But the thing is they don't sell for very much because there's a lot of Chases and a lot of Marshalls. They're kind of oversaturated, and they're from all brands. Spin Master, Ty, straight up Nickelodeon has them. But they're the easiest ones to find, and they don't go for very much money. And sometimes they can sit for a little while. So whenever I find characters that are like more obscure, I get really excited. I had one, I can never remember his name, but I did have one Paw Patrol dog that was like a superhero. It had a cape and everything. He sold for like $30, and he went really fast. So I was super duper excited to find Tracker. He did have to have a bath. So he did go through the washing machine and then air dried. He is a Chihuahua. He's so cute too. Look at him. He sold for $14.99, and he did ship first class. And he sold pretty fast. Once I actually got him up and listed, he sold within a couple days. So he is one of those characters, I think, that there's not many of him up, and he will sell quickly once you get him up. Next up, we have a Spark Create Imagine Unicorn. This came out of a wholesale lot, so the cost was around 50 cents. The Spark Create Imagine is something you want to look for if you're outsourcing. They're kind of like higher end bread and butter plush. So I wouldn't spend too much money on them. If you find a ginormous one, I would comp it because the big ones can go for a lot of money. This one is only 10 inches, and it has a baby rattle in it. So when you shook it, it rattled. A lot of these do have baby rattles in them. They're meant for babies. They're meant for infants. So you can use keywords like lovey, infant, baby, stuff like that. This sold for $17.99 and shipped first class. Next up, we have a Dandy Sock Monkey. This is a sock monkey who happens to have on a striped sweater and a pom-pom hat. Dandy is a good brand to look for. Dandy can range all the way from like bottom bread and butter to bolo. So you want to either take the risk and buy all the dandies that you find and bring them home and comp them as you list them, or comp them before you buy them. I buy them all as long as they're like $1, maybe even $2 sometimes or less, and bring them home, and then I just list them from there. The sock monkeys, any brand I do really well with. I love sock monkeys. This one sold for $13.99, and it shipped first class. This was 50 cents at the Goodwill. All right, next up we have another dandy. This is the Gingerbread Man. He's only 10 inches, so he's not very big. Dandy was a brand that was found at Kmart, and Kmart is closed now, and so these are getting harder to find. So some of the dandies do go for a lot more money. This gingerbread was 50 cents at the Goodwill, sold for $15.99, shipped first class. All right, let's get excited about some Disney Winnie the Pooh's. This one is celebrating 80 years of friendship. This came out of a wholesale lot, and I believe it was about 75 cents to $1 cost of goods. Now this one, I want to say it was not my mistake, but it could have been. We will say it wasn't, because I've heard this happening to a lot of folks. So he weighed over a pound, and he should have had calculated shipping on him. And I've heard from a lot of other sellers that sometimes when you put in the priority shipping and the weight and the calculated and all that, and you charge it, it somehow flips itself to free shipping. This is not the first time this has happened to us, and it probably won't be the last, because eBay likes to run itself on antiquated software from 19 whatever, went back when we all played Oregon Trail. Remember that? So, yeah, this isn't the first time it's happened. It's not going to be the last. I've heard it from lots of other sellers. I know I'm very, very careful with plush that weighs over a pound, because you can really have your ass handed to you. You really can. Fortunately, whoever bought this lived like right next door. I think he went to Ohio or Tennessee, somewhere very, very close. So it was $8 to ship him in a large 12 by 12 by 8 mailing box, the priority ones that you can order for free off of the Postal Service website. So he was only $8 to ship, which at the end of the day is the same price as a priority padded flat envelope, which is what I mail our jeans in. And I do sell some of the, bread and butter jeans for around $19.99. So I didn't cancel the order. I didn't throw a big fit. I just put Pooh Bear in his box and shipped him off. But just be careful, you guys. If you do charge calculated shipping on any of your items that weigh over a pound, kind of like double check them once in a while and make sure that you're still charging shipping on them. Because, if we weren't lucky, like with the next Pooh, this is the same Pooh Bear, just much older and way worse pictures. So this Pooh is newer. He did come from the wholesale lot. This Pooh came from the Goodwill. I paid $1.99 for this Pooh. He's a couple years old. He's got pictures. But we did have two of these Poohs. So this one sold, and it went further away across the country, but thankfully he did. You can see right here, he had his shipping in on him. So the buyer paid for the shipping on this Pooh. This Pooh sold for $34.90 all in. So he was pretty expensive to ship. I'm very grateful that his shipping was still there. You can see he went far enough that even at selling at $18.74, they paid, $34 total. So that was a pretty expensive shipping. But you can see, I wanted to show you guys too. You can see how much better I've gotten at photos. But yeah, double check your shipping. But I also wanted to point out, I've had this Pooh for 4 years, 3 or 4 years, and then I got this one, and then in 1 week they both sold. So I am unaware of it, but if there is, maybe is there a Pooh movie coming out? Does anyone know? Is there like a new Winnie the Pooh movie coming, or cartoon or something? It's kind of weird that they both sold in the same week. All right, and last but not least, we have a Build-A-Bear outfit. This came out of a recent wholesale lot. I just plucked it off of a bear. The bear was like 50 cents, and then I'll sell the bear separately, and then this by itself as well. I took a best offer of $12 on the outfit. It was specifically made for Limited 2, which used to be a mall store. And I don't like to sell my Build-A-Bear clothes for lower than $12, so I was okay taking $12 best offer. The outfit shipped first class. All right, we're going to get into some clothing real quick. This is American Eagle, size 4, skinny mid-rise, raw hem pants. I love American Eagle. It's one of my best bread and butter brands as far as jeans go. And I do really well with raw hems. Skinny jeans do well. These sold for $14.24 plus shipping. $23 all in, and they shipped first class. These were 99 cents at the Goodwill. Next up, we have a pair of Aeropostale jean shorts. These are low-rise booty shorts. You guys know I love my jean and denim shorts, especially as we move into the summer. And I picked these up in all brands because they will sell. Even the brands that I will avoid for every other type of clothing, I will pick up jean and booty shorts. These sold for a best offer of $15.43, shipped first class. Our cost was 99 cents at the Goodwill. Next up, we have a Nike NFL men's jersey. Cost on this was about $2.75 in a wholesale lot. This was a blank jersey, so what we thought was this was probably something that someone bought. You can see this rectangle here on the back. Something someone bought that was meant to be customized, like maybe have your own last name put on the back, and it was never customized. So we just kind of guessed at $25, knowing we would probably take a best offer of $20, which is what we did. So it sold for $20, shipped first class. Jerseys are great, guys. Just make sure they're official, Nike, NFL, things like that. All right, next up we have another American Eagle. These are not jeans. These are just pants. But I still really like American Eagle for just corduroy pants for women. I do really well with corduroy pants, especially in the fall and winter. And men's pants I love because you can always list them a little bit higher than women's. I did take a best offer on these of $22.50. My cost was 99 cents at the Goodwill. And these did ship in a padded flat. And they're just like khakis. Slim fit. And size 32. Next up, we have these wild jeans. I picked these up because of their print. Chaps is a poop brand, guys. It's not even really bread and butter. It's a poop. It's a poop brand. But these were only 99 cents, and the print was just too wild for me to ignore. That's not a great size either. Size 8 is so average, and in the middle, it's really hard to move. But that print, I wouldn't pass that up. I would pick these up again. I would source these again. These are just so wild. So I put boho 70s pastel paisley print just for keywords. These sold for $13.53 plus shipping. So all in, buyer paid $21.63, and these shipped first class. Next up, we have some Wrangler jeans. Wrangler's pretty decent. I would stick to just getting them for men. They have fire-resistant jeans. I do love to source. Those are a bolo. If you ever see the men's work jeans that have the fire-resistant in them, snatch them up. I've sold those for $45 and $50 before. These are just regular straight fit flex. These were 99 cents our cost. These sold for $27.07 and shipped in a padded flat. Next up, we have a Jordan Jumpman men's t-shirt, size 3XL. This came in a wholesale lot. Total cost was about $275. And shipped first class, sold for $27.99. These Jordan Jumpman tees are apparently very popular. And of course, having the 3XL didn't hurt at all. That is a really good size for a men's t-shirt. Next up, we have these women's ballet flats. I had not heard of Alex Marie before, and I'm still not that familiar with this brand. However, I saw these for 99 cents at the Goodwill, and I thought that they were very cute. And for 99 cents, I was willing to try them, bring them home, and see what happened. I'm willing to source most anything for 99 cents or less. If it's a plush and it's 50 cents, or if it's clothing or shoes and it's, 99 cents, I will bring it home and try it out. So these sold for $24.99 with free shipping because they did not weigh a pound. So what I did was I wrapped each shoe individually in its own little piece of bubble wrap, and then one big piece around both shoes like that, then tissue paper, and then into a poly bag. But they are really cute. From 99 cents into 25. And then we have, this didn't sell for very much money, but I wanted to show it to you because it sold so fast. So this is a women's Chase Authentics tank top. It came out of a wholesale lot. I believe it was one that the things averaged out to around $2. It may have been a little bit more. But the thing is, I put this somewhere and I was putting off photographing shirts. I don't really like doing shirts too much. But then I forced myself one day to just sit down and do the shirts, photograph them, and get them listed. And this sold pretty much overnight. I don't know if it's because it's Dale Earnhardt or it's the brand. I'm pretty sure it's the driver. From what I understand, I don't know because I'm not a sporting person. But from what I understand, Dale Jr. is pretty popular. This did sell overnight, full asking price of $14.99. So, Chase Authentics, new with tags, probably helped it along as well too. All right, and then we have this Giorgio Armani. So this is something we picked up a long time ago. This is so old. 99 cents. Back when we were learning. It's really old. The thing is as I was going through our inventory, if you aren't aware, if you're new to the channel, every year in the spring and then again in the fall, I do an inventory on our items because things tend to fall off of eBay. It just happens. You can be the most organized person in the whole wide world, and your items are going to fall off of eBay. eBay evidently has some gremlins that will delete your listings for you every once in a while, and they just disappear, and you have to double check them. So we bring our bins down, one or two at a time, and go through them twice a year, and we always find items that have fallen off, and then you have to make a choice. Are these worth relisting because they're gone? They're like literally not listed anymore at all. And will have to, in many instances, remeasure them, rephotograph them, and relist them. Best case scenario, maybe you've cross-posted them somewhere, like Poshmark or Mercari, and then you can cross-post them back over to eBay and kind of use the measurements or photos from the other platform. This was not the case with this one. That we were not that fortunate. We had never cross-posted this anywhere. And I kind of hemmed and hawed, and I was like, I don't know, maybe I just want to put this in our donation pile and take it as write-off. So I almost redonated this, is what I'm trying to tell you. And I decided to just do it to it, put it in the pile with this shirt and some others that I finally got listed. Put it in that pile. I did it. I took the photographs. I got it listed. It was missing a button. That was part of my hesitation because it was missing a button on the pocket, which you can see I disclosed here, photographed here. And it sold within 2 days for best offer $22.50 within 2 days. Boom, that quick. So kind of wish I wasn't hesitated, but sometimes I think that when something sells like that Chase Authentic Dale Earnhardt shirt and this, sometimes you list things at the right time, just when the right buyer's coming along. Had I listed it sooner, it would have sat longer until the right buyer came along. And last but not least, another example of my poop brands of shorts that I like to sell. Bandolino is absolutely a bad brand. It is poop. I'll even sing it because it's so bad. Bandolino is poop. But these were only 99 cents. And they were iris. Not iris. These were iris. Yeah, that made them so important. That's the style. These were linen blend. Linen blend. Linen is a material that people still like, even on the poop brands. And they're shorts, and we're getting into the summertime. So these did sell for $16.28. And I don't think you could get $2 for Bandolino or anything else. But they did sell, and not even that great of a size either. But I do look for things that are linen and wool, cashmere, and other choice materials. Anyways, these shipped first class. Our cost was 99 cents, if I didn't tell you that already. All right, let me know down in the comments below how things are going for you, how sales are going overall, and how things are going as far as listing, whatever you guys want to talk about. I love to hear from you. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you leave if you haven't already. And you'd like to, please subscribe. Help us feed all those hungry hippos. And don't forget to join our Facebook group. It is called the Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. You can search for it on Facebook or use the handy dandy link down below. Until next time, go be productive. Go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.